No more waiting for seconds before I start talking and wasting your valuable time. Clearly, if you're here, then you are a very important person. You are important to me. So let's see if the 30 okay, 30 seconds are off. I almost fucked this up. Started streaming before I set things up, and bad news, everyone. That thing I was talking about YouTube, I guess it was because the stream crashed. On other hand, the previous stream didn't crash, so that's a good news. Okay, about good news, maybe there will be one more later on. Now I said I didn't wanna rewatch my...
You are now away, AFK.
I knew I'm gonna fuck something up. I forgot to turn that off, and I don't wanna Alt Z because I don't wanna dox my alliance spy. That's the rule I made long ago, a stupid rule, but my rule was to first two tunes I make are gonna be stealthers. One on the Horde as main, and first alt should be stealth on alliance, and this is the result. Okay, so don't worry, although he looks like Orc, that's gonna disappear. I wanna end the stream before I turn into pumpkin. That's that coin of many faces. So I'm not really Horde in Alliance Town, but that's in Stormwind, but that's nice kinda setup for the stream. Also, I plan on showing a couple of things. If I do it or not, we will see. Hope. Okay, Alliance trade chat should be dead, so I hope that won't be an issue. I knew. Okay, not the only thing I fucked up. Doesn't matter. I hope also to make streams a bit shorter. Okay, let's go into that right now. I did say I don't wanna rewatch my videos, but I decided to do so. One of the reasons is that content is real slow these days, so I said, I guess this is the best time to revisit some of the streams. I don't really go to Reddit anymore, but the little that I did is, most of the news I actually find on, 2 times I go on a Reddit in a week or a month, or on XPOF forum. I guess the WoW content creators really dropped the ball. I guess they don't have that much things to talk about, and yeah, I really avoided watching one of the longer videos, and when I did, I said, damn, this is one of the better ones I made. But I just kept going. I always, what else can I say, and I always do that. And I wanted to, change some titles and stuff to make a bit more clear what's going on in the streams, WODs. And I just couldn't because, there's so much. So, that's one of the things and I forgot to have fun, I guess. I focus on things to say and, things like that. So and the reason for it is because I wanted to get rid of it, to say everything I have and get it out in the cyberspace and be done with it. But I guess I should just stream more often. Whether that's gonna happen or not, I don't know. Talking of which, okay, let's continue with the content creation. I'm just gonna wing it and not make those. I should, I guess, write scripts and think things through, but I just can't be bothered. But okay, about the content creation, if they do make give out those interviews again for the new expansion, I hope they're gonna do it again with the like the last time. I mean, out of the biggest content creators, I hope they're gonna give one interview to our dear imaginary friend Hirumaredex. But apart from that, I think they should continue as they did before. One of the reasons I'm going into this is because maybe I left a wrong impression the last time. There was some, at least window broke in the street, I don't know, some minutes ago, and now the dogs are going at it like crazy again. So that's and I watched some video recently and it mentioned census, and I thought, not now, man. There's some census going on here, and that's not even medieval stuff, that's Roman times and before. So I left the wrong impression. Is I think it's great that they gave those interviews to the other content creators that didn't that are not on a video treadmill. And as for, I'm glad that Cren got his NPC, though I think they missed the opportunity to call it Cren 10 or Cren Dior or Dior. And unless he does something terribly wrong, I hope that NPC will stay. Unlike the poor Swifty one, I'm not sure if they removed it completely or it's back, but one false accusation, I mean, most probably false. I don't know that anything happened apart from him getting married. Congratulations, Swifty. So I don't think that anything become of it, so that's a tricky thing. It's nice having those kind of NPCs, but then again, you never know if they're just gonna remove them at some point or not. And yeah, about the I sometimes get triggered, but when I calm down, I think if it doesn't affect me, then I don't care. Why should I care? So if they wanna make some mounts that drop at 1 in 1 billion chances, I don't care. If you give me just an option to have it, get it one recolor, one okay, I can't think of a word now, one variant, I guess, relatively easy, then I don't care. It sucks if the variant you really like is hard to obtain, but other than that, I don't care. Okay, maybe I should have explain that. Yeah, and people play the way they want to play and engage in content they want to, and go for it. If you like fishing and if you like archaeology and all, great. I wish you. And yeah, maybe they don't. I know if Hiruma Red X had an interview, they would be the same, but with the pet battles, and great. If you like that, knock yourself out. But my problem and my issue there is that they love to justify putting effort in various kind of content by making everyone by forcing everyone to engage in that content, and that's where my issue lies, if that's the grammatically correct form there. So I could ramble about it and try to explain it better, but I just don't want to. And maybe it's time for us to get into game and try and okay, before I do that, let me say another thing. I was mentioning my battleground idea, and I remembered that for example, for that one of the three lanes, relatively speaking, there would be okay, here's the deal, I can't explain it any better. If you have Bloodsail Buccaneers and you have undead, I guess that could be an option as one of the members, you could cut the head off that NPC, and then carry it or have something above your head that signifies that you're carrying it. And since it's undead, it could be brought back and reattached. And as for the Bloodsail the Booty Bay goblins, since they are relatively of smaller stature, they could be carried, like a kidnapping, like a hijacking, I guess. I am not sure. And as for other ideas I had, I don't think this is gonna be relative anymore, but I used to think about WoW credit. Let's introduce the little ones to the sinister ways of the world by introducing them to credit early on, so you could have get things on credit. So all the gold you loot, half of it or some other percentage, I didn't really think about it, would go towards the credit debt, and you would keep, I don't know, 50% or some other percent. And if you are slacking, then there would be on a license side, Rocky Palomino, Italian stallion Rocky Balboa, Rocky Palomino, come to visit you and give you some rest sickness or something. And on the hot side, there would be from Simpsons, Low Blow and Crusher. Crusher could be Ogre, of course, and I don't know, Low Blow could be Goblin or maybe even Volpera. So you would get your assets frozen for a little bit, and something like that. Oh, we have company, and okay, let's it's almost 15 minutes. I wanna let me just let's take care of this. Okay, Mhm. Okay, I'll take. Okay.
You are no longer away.
Jump into the unknown. I can't remember. This is the only time Okay. I don't know where that. I usually don't walk with my mouse. Okay, here it is. When I was on Reddit, I saw that there's some post about Warzone Gulch 2.0. That's how it's named, the WSG 2.0. And I don't know what's going on there, because they did a rework reskin of it relatively recently, but I'm not complaining, it's great. When I was talking about reskins, I thought, like that Twin Peaks one, but I'll take this one as well. Now, some might say, maybe Eye of the Storm would need it more, but I don't care about that battleground at all. I mean, as a concept, it's great, I guess purple and space and, those towers. But it's pretty much Griefer's Paradise, and kind of I don't know, it just has some vibe to it that's not too appealing. I don't know why. I mean, it should be great, but I don't know, somehow it's not. And as for the, I'm trying to be, I used to try to be objective, but then I thought, I should be more subjective, I guess. I guess the truth is somewhere in between. Most people enjoy, I think, nice looking zones, green looking zones and everything. But, variety is also good in moderation. For example, Desolus as a whole is, like I said many times, syrup of depression. But if you put it in the perspective of Kalimdor, it makes sense, because it gives variety. Okay, that's it, I guess. So my point is, of course, green zones with the trees and stuff, but for example, Ashara looks great. One of my favorite zones is Red Ridge, strangely. Variety in a way, but also, some other things. The zone I enjoyed the least, I think, from the top of my head, is when they put those hives in Silithus and stuff. I don't know, that just is not appealing to me at all. I mean, for variety purposes, sure, but put it in some corner or something. Don't make the whole zone like that. And here we have a nice little spot. There's a message here that I will not read, but one of the reasons I was here. And now I wanna see if I can. Okay, not here. I'll put mic down for a second to navigate more easily. It's gonna be a while, but we're going to visit an old friend, an old imaginary friend. I think in a way he should be undead, if I have understood it correctly. And okay, that was a risky move.